New concept. Maybe the Avs don't have to score a bunch of goals to win hockey games easily. Avs win over the LA Kings 2-0.
Oh my goodness gracious! Wasn't it time? Score! Justice is served!
Excuse the whole mess behind me. Just moved into a new apartment. Everything's not set up yet. Hopefully within the week I'll have a different new looking recording area set up that actually might look pretty good. So looking forward to that. This was the third game in a row where the Avs completely dominated their opponent. Everywhere but the scoreboard, this was not a close hockey game, top to bottom. I've talked about the analytics a ton over the last two games. Those were dominant once again. Without diving too much into the numbers, if you watch this game, you can't tell me your eye test didn't show the Avs completely monstering on the LA Kings this entire game. There were certainly some mistakes by the Avs as well, but on the whole, you have to feel extremely good about how the Avs are playing hockey right now. You just don't feel good about the puck actually going in the net. The first period was probably the most even of the periods. I'd say the first 5 minutes, the Kings were at worst even, if not better than the Avs, but that quickly went downhill for LA and uphill for the Avs. Even if it was a bit of a slow start, the Avs just steadily chipped away, and by halfway through the period, they were outshooting LA 10-5, ended the period outshooting them 17-7. So when the Avs turn it up, teams just can't hang, except for their goaltenders right now, which apparently literally anyone could be in a goal and would just stonewall the Avs. I know a lot of people were worried about the Avs and their consistent inability to score right now in this game, but honestly, I wasn't that worried. Grubauer looked squarely locked in this one, even with the long stretches of time off that he got. And when the Avs eventually did get their goal, because really there was only one that mattered in this game, that was it. The Kings just didn't have them. I don't have a ton of highlights from this game. We'll get to the goal in a bit, but I do have this. So keep an eye on McKinnon's jawline here. You have Amadio trying to get a stick on a puck. He ends up lifting his stick up and just completely slaps McKinnon and then drags his stick underneath his chin. Here's the opposite angle where you can see that is the definition of high sticking and not having control of your stick. Somehow, that was not called a penalty. Look, I don't know the inner workings of the NHL, but if there isn't some kind of conversation, whether it be in the refs union or the NHL itself, you need to have a talk about that play. You need to see that play and say, this cannot happen. You cannot allow your star players in the league to get not only smacked in the face, particularly a few games after he just had a concussion. Look, I get it. Accidents happen. He wasn't trying to hit McKinnon in the face there, but that has to be at minimum a penalty. You can't just let that happen in a game and there be no repercussions. You have to be better than that. Thankfully, the Avs just don't give up many opportunities against anymore. The Kings struggled to generate offense. Their shots on goal by period in this game went 7 in the first, 6 in the second, 5 in the third, and that included a something like 12-minute stretch in the third period where the Kings didn't register a single shot on goal. For the third straight game, the Avs gave up less than 20 shots to their opponent. For the second straight game, the Avs generated over 40 shots themselves. Even with the Avs' cursed luck, you generate that many chances, a puck has to go in eventually. It defies the laws of physics otherwise. The Avs are shooting under 4% in their last 3 hockey games, and they're just out-voluming the problem. Sometimes it only takes one, and it's not a beautiful play. It's just a puck that finds its way into the net, something the Avs desperately need more of. Mikko circling the zone is going to hit Graves up high. Graves walking along the blue line, moving his feet, is then going to hit Taze, and they're going to swap. More walking along the blue line. Have not seen enough of this from the Avs with Makar out of the lineup. Defensemen have been very stationary for the Avs lately. This is the opposite of that, and wouldn't you know it, good things happen because of it. Graves walk back, give it to Mikko, who swings out high. He comes in and takes the weird high wrister that nobody likes, but when it works, everybody likes it. The shot gets through. You can barely see it now, but Gabe Landeskog doing the perfect screen in front. Mikko beats the two high defenders, gets a shot in, gives the puck a chance. That's all you can do, is give the puck a chance. One will go in eventually. And that was the goal that mattered. It's as easy as that. Maybe the offense didn't get rewarded as much as it should in this game, but the defense certainly did. They didn't play perfectly, but limiting a team to under 20 shots, you deserve to win. Defense, all the credit in the world for those guys playing back there. Yes, Gerard and Taves are playing the big minutes, but Ryan Graves is holding his own. Had some struggles tonight, also had some fantastic plays late in the game to keep that shutout going. Dan Renouf got into a fight. It was a weird one for me and not a particularly interesting fight, but hey, it happened. And maybe more importantly than the defense, Philip Grubauer kept his head in the game. When the Avs needed him, he stepped up and made quality saves to get the job done. The penalty kill was rock solid. Power play didn't do much, but honestly, the Avs offense, 5-on-5 or otherwise, just isn't scoring goals right now. And that's okay, because they can win anyway. Here's the empty netter just to show you Nathan McKinnon getting a freebie from Rantanen. The good teammate work getting done there. Look, the luck hasn't been good. The finishing does need to be better. You're okay to be frustrated with that, but the fact is the Avs aren't scoring very well despite dominating teams. And they're getting away with it. They're still winning hockey games despite the puck not going in. One, that's a testament to how good they actually are. And two, I think it's going to get better from here. I really don't think there's any reason to feel poorly about this team right now. It's just not sustainable, the lack of goal scoring. They're playing in a way, they're getting dangerous opportunities that dam will break eventually. It's just that straightforward. The Avs are good. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to the DNVR for more post-game coverage. I am Rudo, and I'm telling you, pretty soon the Avs are going to start giving me more goals to break down.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the dog and Gabe the big. The fun isn't over yet, it is Avalanche time.